What's up, YouTube? Got a recap video here for you. We have a pipe event to cover. But first, I want to show you this. Mike, our lawyer friend from Weirton, got me this John Keller corncob pipe that he gifted to me. And this thing is a work of art. I already got some tobacco fired up in there, but take a look at that stem, man. Come on. Got this cool little steel band. Probably can't really tell too much, but it's got some cool, I don't know what that is, numbers, some sort of Greek stuff. Foreign to me, I know that. The char, the corncob itself. At first I thought this was 3D printed. But then they got to tell me about John Keller and his corncob pipes and found out that that's not the case. But this thing is freaking incredible. I've been looking for a small bowl corncob for a while. Come across a couple, but didn't really like them too much. But now Mike gifted me this, and this is a charmer, man, let me tell you. I'm smoking some HU's Nashville County in it. I've never had this before, just picked this up there in Moundsville for the meetup. Let you take a look at that. It's very florally, tin note. Kind of resembles like an Orlick Golden Slices, I think mixed with their Janneman flake, Joanna Man flake as I call it. I think it's like a good hybrid of that. Tastes pretty similar too, mixed between Orlick and Janneman flake. So if you've ever had either of those two, just think putting them together, and that's what you got. But I'm not an expert blendologist here, so I don't know nothing about nothing. So just kind of throw that in the trash for what it's worth. But I think it's a good blend, something I'll smoke here. Probably not all that often, but I have a tin of it, so I'll smoke it till it's gone. And then after that, I may pick up another tin, I don't know. But we had the 5th, 6th Moundsville meetup. Kind of lost track of the numbers now, I'm not too sure. But we had another great turnout down there at Tyler's, living my best cigar life in Moundsville. Another great turnout, bunch of really cool people there. If you haven't made it to one yet, the next one's December 6th. It's a Saturday. If you can, do your absolute best to make it. You won't be disappointed. The next one probably won't be outside. Probably won't be spending any time out there. It'll probably be a little too cold. Hopefully there's no snow. But if you can make the next one, December 6th, be there. You won't regret it. Before I get too far into the recap here, October 8th through the 10th, I'm going to be at the Alexandria Boswell store. Talked to a couple guys that were there at the Moundsville meetup. They seem to be interested in wanting to get together. They plan on driving out there. I think they plan on driving out. They showed interest in it, so I think we're going to try to make it happen. So if anybody watching this wants to meet October 8th through the 10th, Alexandria Boswell's, be there. I will be there, and a couple other guys might be there too. So if you're interested and don't want to go alone or just want to see some other people, come on out. We'll be there. And if you've never been, I highly recommend it. I've been there once. Beautiful, beautiful shop. I mean, he's got so many pipes there, so much tobacco, his own, and just, you know, random tins. You won't regret going to that either. And the smoking lounge he's got in there is next level. You can tell he's been doing this a while. He knew what he was doing when he was setting that shop up. Got a fire going beside me here, so if you see some smoke coming my way, that's probably why. But to get into the meetup here, I believe it was 5 to 10 was the hours for it, 5 to 9 maybe. Me and my dad, we rode down together. We got there, I think, right around like 4:50. And we were pretty surprised to see that 90% of the people that were going to be there were already there. The last meetup that I went to solo, my dad, and he couldn't make it down. And Mr. Scripto, who we usually meet down there, he couldn't make it down there that time either. I got there, I think the last one was at 5 too. Maybe it was at 4. I know I got there like 20 minutes beforehand, and I was like the first one there. Besides Incompetent Piper, Carl, he was there before me. Maybe there was another guy there or something like that. But, you know, I was pretty surprised to see that everybody was already there by the time we showed up, because I thought we'd be early. But there was a good group of guys there. Steve was there, who's been to all of them now. I think he lives somewhere down in that area. It's always great seeing him. Haven't got to talk to him much the last couple meetups though, which kind of bums me out because archery season's right around the corner, and me and him talk archery usually when we're down there deer hunting, stuff like that. His wife was there with him. There was a couple, I cannot remember their names exactly. I want to say Sean and Lisa, but I could be a country mile off on those names. There could be like Mark and Diane or something like that, and I wouldn't know. I'm pretty bad with names on the first meet. I think, I could be wrong on this too, but I think I recognize him from Instagram. Couldn't tell you his name because I don't remember what his real name is. But they had some mule deer sticks, like beef sticks, and pronghorn jerky. They said they had got him out in New Mexico. I think their son, maybe the wife there, maybe she had shot one too. I don't remember the exact story, but they passed that around and had us try some of that. That was some good stuff, and they were generous enough to send me home with a bag of it. That way I can share it with some friends and stuff like that that also would be interested in trying pronghorn jerky. So if they're watching or come across this, thank you for that. That was pretty cool. That beef jerky, pronghorn jerky, I should say, was absolutely fantastic. You know, me and my dad were there. Mr. Scripto was able to make it down for this one. Andrew Pipeful was able to make it out to this one. Brian was there. Beans 316. Mike was there. I forget what his Instagram is. Vintage Tackle, something like that. I mean, it's just a great group of guys. There were some guys that couldn't make it to this one. Cole, Big Country Briar, Odie, something based out of Cincinnati. His Instagram is YKR. So it's some radio station. I don't know for sure. I'm not local to Cincinnati. But, you know, they couldn't make it out. We were hoping they could. They say they're going to be at the one December 6th, so hopefully that's the case. And then Tyler and his whole family was there. And it's just, I mean, as I've said before, it's just it's a smaller version of the pipe shows. You don't have all the vendors, but the shop, they do a fantastic job of loading up on tobacco. They have some beautiful pipes there that you can buy. It's just a smaller scale of the Columbus Pipe Show. And a lot of the guys that go to the meetups, they also go to the pipe shows. So if you ever can make it out to it, you won't regret it. It was, you know, you're just sitting there with all these guys, sharing tobaccos, trading stories, you know, just talking about how the last couple weeks have been, couple months have been, because we're doing them quarterly, so we're doing 4 of them a year just about. There's nothing that compares to that. I mean, just the drive down. I live about, for me, it's probably about 2.5, 3 hours. I pick my dad up. It's 2 hours from my dad's house. And the drive down, if you get together with a couple guys, you know, you get that conversation in the car. Then you get down there, you get that conversation at the actual meetup itself. It's just, I've said it before, I'll say it 100 times over. The community that we have formed is just one of the most generous, blessed group of people that I've ever come across and probably ever will come across. And being as young as I am, what a blessing it is to get to share in something so beautiful. The camaraderie, the elegance to it. I mean, the niche hobby that is pipe smoking. You know, it's, some people say it's dying out, some people say that it's coming back alive. I don't know, but I'm just happy to be able to share in the moment because it is just so freaking cool. And hopefully we get some more guys down that are interested in it. Hopefully we can inspire some more people to pick up a pipe, you know, share the stories, get out and just live life a little bit. You know, that's really what I hope, the testimony that we can all share from our livelihoods and whatnot. I hope it's just able to bring some light to other people's lives. And from what I've heard from, you know, people that watch my videos or some people that watch the other videos or follow on the Instagram and stuff like that, it seems like we're doing something. We're touching lives somehow. And as long as we're leaving some sort of positive mark on anybody, even if it's just one person, we're doing something right. So what an honor it is to have the opportunity to embrace in something so magnificent. And I really do hope that we're able to get some more people down to these meetups, these shows. But that's really all I got. We weren't there at the meetup too long. I think me and my dad were only there like 2.5 hours. We had the 2-hour drive back. I can't talk that cat into staying down there. The last meetup that we did, I was down there. I think I spent 6 hours in the lounge. I think I smoked 10 pipes. This time, I can't remember for the life of me what it was, but it was a red labeled something. Somebody in the comments will tell me. It was the first bowl I smoked. Harbor Dreams, I think, was the name of it. I forget who the blender is, but it resembled the classic burley cake, if anybody's ever had that, off of the tin note. And then you kind of get the taste of it, but that was much stronger than classic burley cake. And it kind of threw me for a loop there because I hadn't eaten nothing all day. And, you know, it kind of rocked me a bit, but we made it work. I smoked a couple more. I got a tin of Gentleman Caller. I got the Nashville County. The Gentleman Caller, me and Joe, the Cornell and Deal rep, had talked about at the last meetup, talking about the deer tongue. And I wanted to give that a try the last meetup, but they sold out of it. They only had, I think, 2 tins. This time, I think they had 6 tins. So I made sure to go ahead and get a tin of that. And I picked up Kelly's Coin, another Cornell and Deal blend, which might be a little potent. It says it packs a punch on the description, but I wanted to go ahead and, it caught my eye, so I went ahead and picked up a tin of that. Figured it'd be something to try at least. You never have too much tobacco, and if you've never had it, give it a try. If I don't like it, I'll bring it down to one of the meetups or one of the shows and kind of pass it around, let people pick at it and try something out. Oh, Jared was there too. It's always great seeing him. I gave him some English biscuit. I was supposed to take some to the pipe show, and I did, but wasn't able to bump into him, and passed it on to Dan Rees, because Jared had said that he was going to meet up with Dan sometime in September before the meetup, but was never able to get around to that. So he's been waiting on this English biscuit tobacco for probably about 2 months now. So I made sure, since I knew I was going to see him, I took some down that way he'd be able to try it. And then he's got some more coming whenever he meets up with Dan in October. So just a fantastic group. You really can't. I can't find more words for it than to just say how awesome it is and how grateful I am to be able to share in something like that. So another great meetup. Not going to go too much more into detail here because there's not really a whole lot for me to follow up with after all that. But if you're able to make one, please make one. Shout out John too, as they camp up here at Lake Wilhelm. I did get to see him. I got his phone number. I'm hoping to get together here pretty soon. One of the next time you guys are up, get to hang out, maybe spend some time at Wilhelm. I'll show you where I record my lake videos because everybody wants to know. Everybody loves those. At least the people I meet that watch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you around.